Hi everyone. Last time we actually talked about the bow, right? And then the finger exercise that I want you to try. So today, the lesson two of the beginner series would be holding the violin. So, a lot of people may or may not use the shoulder rest, but I do. And usually, when I went to get this violin, basically, they recommend me to use the shoulder rest because it helps stabilize the instrument, but also, it also an issue with the projection of the instrument, because if you don't using the shoulder rest like this one, as you can see, it has a little space right between the instrument and the shoulder rest. So when you play, the sound will vibrate both the top plate and the bottom plate to make the sound. And then if you don't use it, the sound can be muddled, and the sound will change. But some people do not might not be able to use this because it's either too high, or there's some other issues with their shoulder or the collarbone, or something like that. There's a pad that you can use. Some people use like pads, or some people, that as you can also observe from performances, some might just use just like a piece of cloth and hold it like this, right? So I do both. I use this to raise the instrument to my neck, and then I use the cloth to actually protect, in the excuse me, something in my eye. During summertime, especially when I practice, I get super sweaty, and this is a part where it gets really wet, and I don't want to ruin the wooden part around here. So I use just a cotton cloth, a handkerchief is fine, and I'm just putting this on around here, and just to protect the wood and everything. Okay, so once you have your, and then talk about shoulder rest. For your shoulder rest, if it is this kind, you can adjust the legs to your heights, both sides. One side will get a little bit higher, so the smaller size, as you can see, notice carefully, there's a bigger size and a smaller size. The smaller size will be the size where you can adjust it to be a little higher. And also, if you feel so this one can be used for smaller, violin. This is a full size, so it's a 4/4. But if you decided to play a viola, then you can also extend the legs to go to another, to make it a little wider from the bottom. And you put it on basically the bigger side to your facing me, and you just just slip it on. It's not going to be too tight. It's not tight at all. I could just pull it out pretty easily, and basically you just need to fiddle with it a little bit. And also, one more thing, if you use the same brand that I'm using, this one is Kun. This can be also be adjusted. I don't know if you can see this, but see, it can be adjusted at the angle of it a little bit. It's not a lot that you can adjust, but you could. So play around with that until you feel comfortable. So basically what you need is the violin, the shoulder rest will be on your collarbone pretty much. And if you see the ankle of it straight out, so I'm not using anything. I'm holding my violin, and I'm not pushing that hard either. See, there's no straining here. the other side. And then, you know, shoulder rest. Shoulders are actually like, you know, you're not raising the shoulder like this. You know, just basically it's everything is completely normal. If I just put my violin on, pop, see, everything is like straight. And when you play, you know, starting point, like, you know, the shoulder always get a little like raised a little bit because like we are like, you know, tensing up, and that's pretty much what it is. You know, check your shoulder. Practice with in front of a mirror is the best. Is one of the best tools you can have to get feedback on your posture. And when you stand, you know, stand comfortably. Put the weight on both of your feet if you can, and basically put this on. And then, like, you know, at the beginning you might feel a little like scared of having the violin like just hanging out like this. So basically, you know, if you adjust it carefully, everything will be there. And, you know, this should be a comfortable posture for you to actually stand or sit or practice with. And of course, like, you know, this is the angle that you want the violin to have. So like, you know, about this one is 90, so maybe 40, no, maybe 60, maybe 60, 70 degrees, maybe, like, you know, if you face out that way. And that's the angle of I want the violin to be. You know, but of course this one is adjusting according to your preferences, but most of the time this is the angle that people use. So once you have this posture, like once you're comfortable with holding your violin, then what I want you to do is put your arm on here. You're gonna touch it here. Okay, so put your arm on here. One thing I want you to check is straight wrist right here. Okay, and then you move on to this part, touching the strings. And then, as if you notice carefully, my fingers are all curved. Okay, my fingers are all curved. So from here, I'm just gonna do it right here. From here, coming up like that. See, everything is curved. Straight wrist. This will always be straight, and you can move yourself up to the first position. Okay, just do this. Maybe like tap your violin like a little bit here. Come up here, and then move up. Fingers are curved. See, fingers are curved, okay? And you can just do that, you know, hold the violin, tap, come here, move. Do this like a few times to get used to this, because when you play, you want your wrist to be straight, because, you know, you don't want to get injury from carpal tunnel on either your fingers or your wrist, and that will be painful, and you don't want that. Okay, so, and I want you to do this for now, okay? And the next time, on the next video, we'll start doing basic rhythm, okay? But so this week, I want you to just like either practice, you know, separately, or, you know, together, that's fine. First is your finger on your bow and holding a violin. You don't have to hold a bow, just put it down. Just do this just to be sure that you're comfortable, your shoulders are down, and you don't feel any strain on your neck or your back, okay? Don't forget that right now you are engaging really minor muscles. Most, like, you know, some of them you have not used it for a while. So, you know, get used to, like, practice this posture, take a photo of it if you want, and just do this. Like, practice this posture for now. Straight wrist, okay? And then your thumb is here, straight, comfortable. You can tap it if you want. Basically, this hand is not holding the violin. Like, your neck and your shoulders are doing this work. Tap your thumb. You can tap your strings if you want. But always have the wrist like straight. Only fingers, okay? So, well, thank you so much. So practice these, like, just a few minutes per day, 5 to 10 minutes per day to get used to the posture is super helpful. And then next time we will start doing basic rhythm, okay? So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoy the content and would like to learn with me, please subscribe to my channel. You hit the subscribe down here below. And I will also put a link of the first video about the bow for you to also go and check it out if you want to review information. And then I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.